pieces. So these are as far as
I'm not touching it.
You're going to.
So do the meat first. Do the whole. Quick look at those from.
Put your neck time lips on for a reason. Okay, I'll just keep it.
Ask questions.
Yes, I do.
Hello, my name is
I was reading the stats because I'm from Iowa. Where
I go into Pegasus, so I get to see creative
I worked at the Band Festival for a long time. Charter, so. The gal from BFF stopped at this thing in Philly.
So that's
Students are going to be judging the names, so if that helps you in thinking about your name, that'll be good. It's really a fun way to connect with Breakthrough. For those of you that have been with us for a long time, it's great to have you here. For those of you that are new, giving us a look and seeing what we do, this is a wonderful way to feel the inspiration and feel the joy that comes out of this program, largely because of the incredible work that goes on by the staff and ultimately the most important folks, the students who put all this together. So welcome, it's really wonderful to have you here. Just really quickly, could the board members who are in the room just raise your hands a little? Thank you, we should give them a hand. I think Janine, our executive director, will talk about staff and students a little bit later. I have also the distinct pleasure of introducing our guest MC for the night, David Dye. David, I have listened to David back from MMR, back from IOQ, and of course with XPN. He's been there since 1989 and established the World Cafe in 1991. He's now listened to in over 250 affiliate stations. I don't know about you guys, but honestly, when I go places in my car, I'm sort of looking for the World Cafe everywhere I go. David, of course, has been honored for his work both in Philadelphia and nationally, but probably the most important connection for me is that my son and David's son went to school together. And so David and I were parents together in school, which was really a wonderful thing. He is also, and maybe this is even more important than my personal connection with him, he has been a longtime supporter of Breakthrough. So we could not be happier to have David be our guest MC, and I'm going to turn the mic over to him. Thank you very much, David, for being here.
Thank you. David left out a few things. We've known each other for 35 years. I figured it out. I first knew him, he was a principal, then he was a director of the middle school, and now on the board here at Breakthrough. So we sold this out tonight. This is unbelievable. Every table, every seat taken.
Sold out.
A little bit of an exaggeration of my personal involvement with Breakthrough. It actually comes through a couple of people, including my wife, Karen Heller, who is here, who had a chance to watch Breakthrough close up at Germantown Friends. And also through Peggy and Richard, the Greenewalds, whose enthusiasm when we met them has just been incredible for this. But you know, that's all kind of in the past. What happened was I got here tonight and I met the students. Did you all get here early enough to meet them out in the where the food is? Coming up to you, and I got a number of cards. I got a card from a future radiologist, a future mechanical engineer, future engineer. How about a neonatal doctor, a lawyer? Yes. A singer. Nobody said radio host. Maybe I should, re-examine what I'm doing. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be running this thing tonight. It'll be an adventure for all of us, particularly for you. But before that, I think it's really important that we hear from Janine Moore, the Executive Director.
All right, good evening, everyone. I have to tell you how excited I am about tonight to be here in the WHYY studios and to have host David Dye with us this evening is all very exciting. This is actually our third annual Are You Smarter Than a Breakthrough student event, and I'm happy to say that it keeps getting bigger and better every year. So I want to thank you all for being here and being a part of that and for supporting our organization. Now, I was told by our development director that I have 3 minutes to speak to all of you tonight, and I'm sorry to say that it's not going to be 3 minutes. It is going to be a little bit longer, but I promise to keep it as brief as possible. So before I tell you a little bit about what Breakthrough has been doing this year, during our 20th year anniversary, I would like to acknowledge our development director, Stephanie Thal. Is she in the room right now? She's not. She's still taking care of business, because that's what she does. She has been an absolutely amazing event planner, and she's an amazing development director as well. She has pulled together all of the details for tonight's event, gathered as much support as she could from the people around us to pull this thing off. So she's extremely hardworking. She's also very creative, and I feel very fortunate that we have her as part of the Breakthrough team. So she's not in the room, but I just want to give her a round of applause. Now, there are also some other folks that I'd like to recognize this evening. We have numerous event sponsors, and the first sponsor is actually our largest sponsor, and that's Veritable LP at table number 3. Right here, sorry. We also have sponsorships from Arcadia Land Company, USA. This is not Madeline's first time at the event. And finally, I want to thank Drexel University's Center for Hospitality and Sport Management. They helped with the catering this evening, so I really just want to give a shout out to Paul O'Neill and to John John Deutsch from Drexel University for pulling that together tonight. I have two more people to thank, but I appreciate the applause, but you don't have to applause these next two times. I'm going to run through them quickly. I want to thank, thanks to the support that we received from our board and our event committee. We also have lots of wonderful food that you all enjoyed tonight and prizes. All of those things have been donated to us, so I appreciate everybody pulling together and getting those things for us. Now, for those of you who have been to the event before, you'll notice that tonight's event is a little bit different. We're going to be using electronic devices to keep score, and you'll hear a little bit about that later. But that technology was brought to us by some volunteers from the Dragons Teach program at Drexel, so I want to show them appreciation as well. Now, a little bit about Breakthrough. So I decided that since I only have a few minutes to speak to all of you tonight about Breakthrough, that I would focus on a few key facts that I want you all to walk away with tonight. First is our unique approach to tackling the tough issues of urban education. We like to think of ourselves at Breakthrough as having a double impact, and that's because we're working on two fronts. The first is that we launch some of Philadelphia's most motivated and talented students to college, and those are the students that you met here tonight, and many more. We also train and inspire college students to become teachers. Now, as most of you know, we bring that mission to life through what we call our Students Teaching Students model. So that means that in every Breakthrough classroom, there is a college student who is leading that classroom. And in turn, those college students are mentored and coached by professional educators. Now, the second thing is that Breakthrough students are also unique. I don't know how many of you out there can say that you know a sixth grader who's willing to give up their next 3 summer vacations to studying math and science and literature and to writing essays and to doing 2 hours of homework every night. But that's what Breakthrough students do. Now, some of you might say, why the heck would they do that? I can tell you why they do that, because they tell us why they do that. They do it because they want an opportunity to succeed. They want to be challenged in their schoolwork and be held to high expectations. And they do it because they want to be surrounded by other students who share their love of learning and their excitement for learning. And that's what they get at Breakthrough. I also just want to say that that's what all the parents want for their students as well, so I do want to acknowledge that. So the third fact about Breakthrough, this is actually a fact about the city of Philadelphia. So the city of Philadelphia has a 10% college degree attainment rate. So that means that even the bright and motivated students, like Breakthrough students, can get lost in the education system if they don't have the right supports that they need along the way. So at Breakthrough, over 90% of our middle school students go on to attend the city's top high schools, and 82% go on to college. And we also know that 75% of our teaching fellows enter the field of education. So that's a little bit about where Breakthrough has been for the past 20 years. I just want to talk for a minute about where Breakthrough is headed. So as I mentioned, we have been in our 20th anniversary year, and we actually just wrapped up a strategic planning process that has mapped the next 3 to 5 years of growth for the organization. So as a result of that process, we've committed to 2 primary programmatic goals. On the teaching front, we will look to expand partnerships with local universities and colleges and residency programs to establish Breakthrough as a core component to the teaching pipeline and to the certification process. And in fact, we have a new program starting this summer in partnership with Drexel's School of Education, where in this program, Drexel graduate students who have backgrounds in STEM will earn credit for teaching our Breakthrough students. And the second programmatic goal, in order to combat that 90% college dropout rate that I mentioned earlier, Breakthrough is expanding from a college access program to a college success program. And what that means is that we're committed to providing the supports that our students need to make sure that they can be successful in school and graduate from college, not just enroll in college.